As we grow up and our sense of self becomes firmly established, the ego loves to take life very seriously. As we sink into adulthood, the world can lose its color and we become jaded, losing our vigor and vitality as our enthusiasm for living diminishes. But spiritual awakening invokes a sense of playfulness once again as the ego gradually dissolves and we remove the blinkers that adulthood only reinforced, blocking our view of the sheer wonder of life itself. Spiritual awakening makes me feel like a newcomer to this earth. Every single day, like a child, I gaze at the physical dimension around me, at this tapestry of color around me, and I am astonished and filled with a sense of awe. Just total wonder at the aliveness and beauty everywhere. I'm rediscovering it again and again and really recognizing and appreciating the miraculousness of existence. Seeing the world around me, and I mean really seeing it, removing the labels, the concepts, and the general analytical mind chatter, just really seeing it and being with it. I see tiny miracles everywhere in the setting of the sun, the immensity of the night sky, the mighty eagles swooping through the mountains, the blooming of a flower, or simply gazing into the eyes of another human being. I embrace my childlike wonder and I see the world again for the first time, and every time I see it for the first time, honoring it, not missing it, not letting the responsibility, seriousness, familiarity, and arrogance of my adulthood cloud my vision, not letting the mind come in with its small boxes of how I think I should perceive the world, and with its labels that ultimately are just labels. The labels are just names and concepts. They take away the magic that is inherent within existence. They take away the extraordinary that can be found in the ordinary. The labels pretend to know what all of this around us is about, but in actuality, they are simply words to describe what we actually know absolutely nothing about. It's all a mystery, and we exist within this beautiful, great big mystery. Let's stop pretending we know why we are here, because no one knows for sure. When we draw conclusions about the mystery in life, we lose ourselves in that adult perspective again. But the child is curious, the child is humble, the child holds no judgments. I will never forget the first time that the wisdom of a child initially dawned on me, and it was when I was watching my little niece Mila. She was meticulously washing her hands in the sink, and I could see in her eyes and I could sense in my being that she was entirely present. She was not thinking about anything, she was just simply washing her hands. And you know, as adults, we tend to occupy a busy mind, and simple tasks, they are not done using a thoughtless mind at all. Yet, kind of finding this stillness and this presence in life and in everyday tasks, it can bring us so much peace. And it brings us out of this false illusion of the past and the future that the mind creates, and instead it brings us into the beauty of the present moments. Seeing life through these childlike wow goggles, as I call them, we also see the beauty in emotions, whether we perceive them to be positive or negative. Sometimes I'm able to see myself and my anger or whatever emotion I'm feeling that may be considered a negative, and I just burst out laughing and I see the funny side of it. All seriousness vanishes in that moment, and I see the bigger picture. I see myself taking it all so seriously, and it makes me laugh. In that split second, I am free, I am liberated, and it all comes from adopting an exuberance for life once again. So I guess we are all just children of the earth, and many people seem to report experiencing this regained sense of wonder in spiritual awakening. We can also intentionally ignite this sense of wonder in ourselves and choose to adopt the eyes of a child once again, letting go of concepts and labels and thinking at times to just rest in the moment, adopting the peaceful, humble mind of the infant, remembering that very, very, very few things actually matter at the end of the day, and so life doesn't need to be taken so seriously. So let childlike wonder be the elixir of youth and let it bring you a truly joyful lifetime.
With gratitude, Jasmine.